Welcome to Catholic Daily Mass Readings. Today is Saturday, the 22nd of August, 2026, Our Lady, Mother, and Queen. Today's readings invite us to reflect on where God truly dwells and what it means to live in His presence. In the vision of Ezekiel, the glory of God returns to fill the temple, with the Lord promising to make His home among His people, forever a beautiful reminder that God is not distant, but close and faithful. The psalm echoes this joy, telling us that mercy, faithfulness, justice, and peace come together wherever the Lord is near. In the Gospel, Jesus gently challenges us to let go of the desire for titles, honor, and recognition, reminding us that true greatness in God's kingdom looks like humble service, because we are all brothers and sisters under one Father. A reading from Ezekiel. The angel took me to the gate, the one facing east. I saw the glory of the God of Israel approaching from the east. A sound came with it, like the sound of the ocean, and the earth shone with His glory. This vision was like the one I had seen when I had come for the destruction of the city, and like the one I had seen on the bank of the river Chebar. Then I prostrated myself. The glory of the Lord arrived at the temple by the east gate. The Spirit lifted me up and brought me into the inner court. I saw the glory of the Lord fill the temple. And I heard someone speaking to me from the temple while the man stood beside me. The voice said, "Son of man, this is the dais of my throne, the step on which I rest my feet. I shall live here among the sons of Israel forever."
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Addressing the people and His disciples, Jesus said, "The scribes and the Pharisees occupy the chair of Moses. You must therefore do what they tell you and listen to what they say, but do not be guided by what they do, since they do not practice what they preach. They tie up heavy burdens and lay them on men's shoulders, but will they lift a finger to move them? Not they. Everything they do is done to attract attention, like wearing broader phylacteries and longer tassels, like wanting to take the place of honor at banquets and the front seats in the synagogues, being greeted obsequiously in the market squares, and having people call them rabbi. You, however, must not allow yourselves to be called rabbi, since you have only one master, and you are all brothers. You must call no one on earth your father, since you have only one Father, and He is in heaven. Nor must you allow yourselves to be called teachers, for you have only one teacher, the Christ. The greatest among you must be your servant. Anyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and anyone who humbles himself will be exalted." Take a moment to reflect. My brothers and sisters, in the final days of His earthly life, Jesus gathers the crowds and speaks words that cut straight to the heart, not out of bitterness, but out of burning love. He looks at the scribes and Pharisees and says, "Listen to what they teach, for they sit on the chair of Moses and hold real authority. But do not follow their example, for they preach what they do not practice." Notice the tenderness and the precision here. Jesus does not tear down the office, He honors it. The authority of God's law does not depend on the personal holiness of the one who proclaims it. This is why we receive the sacraments with faith, trusting not in human virtue, but in divine promise. The chair endures. The grace is real. What Jesus condemns is the hollow heart behind the polished exterior, the heavy burdens laid on others without a hand offered to help, the prayers performed to be seen, the love of titles without the love of souls. That is the hypocrisy that grieves the heart of God. And my friends, this word is for us too. It is so easy to wear our faith like a garment rather than carry it like a flame. Jesus calls us today to something deeper, to let our words and our lives become one, to seek not honor but holiness, not applause but authenticity. Let us ask for the grace to be the same person on our knees in prayer as we are in the world. That is where true greatness begins.
Let us now still our hearts and turn to God in prayer. Lord, help us seek greatness not in titles or recognition, but in humble service to one another. Free us from the temptation to appear holy while neglecting the heart of your law. May we practice what we preach, carry one another's burdens with love, and find our true dignity in serving as you served. Amen. Thank you for joining us for today's daily Mass readings. God bless you and your family. Subscribe for daily readings, and we will see you tomorrow.